Did you know that one of Hollywood's most iconic couples, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, had a much darker side to their love story? Behind the glamour and fame, their relationship faced struggles that were kept hidden from the public for years. In this video, we're diving deep into the secret struggles that shaped the lives of Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, a couple whose chemistry on screen was as magnetic as their real-life drama. While the world saw them as Hollywood royalty, their battles were far from what anyone expected. From Bogart's health issues to the pressures of their high-profile relationship, their story is full of twists and turns you won't believe. Get ready as we explore the untold truths of one of the most fascinating couples in Hollywood history. Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall are often considered one of Hollywood's most iconic couples, celebrated for their on-screen chemistry and their decades-long marriage. The two first met while filming To Have and Have Not in 1944, a meeting that would forever change their lives. Bogart, already a successful star by this time, was instantly captivated by Bacall's raw talent and beauty. She, only 19 years old, was a newcomer to the Hollywood scene. Though the public celebrated their relationship and marriage in 1945, behind the scenes their union was far more complicated. Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall both experienced intense struggles, both personal and professional, during their time together. Their relationship wasn't all glamour, though it often seemed that way. Beneath the surface, the couple faced multiple challenges that tested the strength of their bond. This video takes a closer look at the secret struggles that shaped their lives, the realities of their marriage, and how these challenges played a pivotal role in the ultimate evolution of their relationship. The first meeting, a spark in Hollywood. By the time Lauren Bacall entered the world of Hollywood, Humphrey Bogart was already an established star. Born in 1899, Bogart had spent years perfecting his craft, predominantly cast in tough guy gangster roles. His breakthrough came with films like The Petrified Forest, 1936, and High Sierra, 1941, where he showcased a rugged yet charismatic persona that drew audiences in. But it was Casablanca, 1942, that transformed him into a Hollywood legend. As Rick Blaine, the conflicted and brooding nightclub owner, Bogart became the epitome of cool, and the film itself became one of the most beloved classics in movie history. His combination of cynical humor and hidden depth made him the quintessential leading man of the era. Lauren Bacall, born in 1924, was still finding her feet in the movie industry when fate led her to Bogart. At just 19, Bacall was a newcomer to Hollywood, with no professional acting experience to speak of. But she had something that stood out, an innate charisma, a striking beauty, and a voice that could captivate anyone who listened. It was director Howard Hawks who saw her potential and chose to cast her in To Have and Have Not, 1944. The decision to pair her with the already famous Bogart was a pivotal one, not only for Bacall's career, but for both of them. The moment they shared their first scene, their chemistry was palpable. The audience could feel the spark. What was once a professional partnership on screen turned into something much more personal. The pairing was electric, and it didn't take long for the public to notice. Bacall's confident, sultry portrayal opposite Bogart made her an instant sensation. But beyond the glamour of the film, the relationship between the two stars was far more layered and complex than anyone realized. Despite the age difference, Bogart was nearly 25 years older than Bacall. Their connection grew rapidly. Bacall was quick to admit that she was drawn to his intelligence, his wit, and the depth of his personality. For her, there was something uniquely captivating about his character off-screen as well. Bogart, in turn, was charmed by her beauty, but what he admired most was her independence and her ability to challenge him. What started as a professional relationship quickly bloomed into a passionate romance that neither could ignore. However, their whirlwind romance wasn't without its challenges. Behind the scenes, some issues would later define their relationship. Bacall, still a young woman with dreams of building a career, was suddenly thrust into the limelight. Her newfound fame came with immense pressure. At the same time, Bogart, an older man who had lived through his battles with Hollywood's demands, found himself navigating the complexities of their relationship while dealing with his struggles, including his declining health. While they may have appeared to be the perfect couple to the outside world, the reality was much more complicated. Their relationship quickly went from Hollywood's hottest romance to a deeply intertwined personal and professional journey. The challenges they faced together would test their bond in ways neither could have predicted. Bacall was thrust into a world of fame, while Bogart dealt with his health, his past demons, and the scrutiny that came with being a public figure in a time when personal lives were seldom kept private. But despite the struggles, the connection between Bogart and Bacall would change the trajectory of both of their careers. In fact, their on-screen partnership would evolve into something even bigger, a love story that would continue to captivate audiences for years to come. So how did their relationship unfold behind the glitz and glam of Hollywood? Stick with us as we take a closer look at the unexpected twists in their story. You won't believe what came next. A marriage built on love and complexity. After filming To Have and Have Not, they shared one of the most iconic moments in Hollywood history. The unforgettable scene where Bacall, with that signature sultry look, delivers the line, "You know how to whistle, don't you, Steve? You just put your lips together and blow." Bogart and Bacall's chemistry was undeniable. That instant connection on screen quickly translated into an inseparable bond in real life. Less than a year after meeting, in May 1945, they married. But despite the fairy tale romance that had captured the world's attention, their union was far from perfect. From the very beginning, the cracks in their relationship were evident. While they shared a deep connection, their marriage was influenced by several complex and difficult factors. Bogart, although celebrated as Hollywood's tough guy hero, carried the weight of past personal struggles. He had been married twice before Bacall, first to actress Helen Menken and later to actress and model Mayo Methot. These previous marriages had been fraught with infidelity, emotional upheaval, and instability. His second marriage to Methot was particularly tumultuous, marked by her battle with alcoholism, which took a serious toll on their lives. The emotional scars from his past relationships were undeniable, and they would continue to haunt his marriage with Bacall. On the other hand, Bacall, still very young and new to the overwhelming world of fame, faced her own set of challenges. Only in her 20s and already being hailed as a leading lady, she had to cope with the pressures of maintaining her career while adjusting to the public's expectations of her personal life. She was constantly in the spotlight, and the weight of her newfound fame took a significant emotional toll on her. Bacall's struggles were often overshadowed by Bogart's history, but they were real, and they contributed to the ongoing tension in their relationship. Despite their undeniable chemistry on screen, the reality of their marriage was far more complex. Bogart's emotional baggage, coupled with Bacall's pressure to uphold her image, created an environment of strain. Although they loved each other deeply, their relationship wasn't without its hardships. Many of their struggles were kept hidden from the public, but the tension was clear to those closest to them. As they tried to navigate the balance of their personal lives with their careers, their marriage faced several years of turmoil and adjustment. But what truly kept them together despite the ups and downs? How did two Hollywood legends manage to navigate such a turbulent path? The answers to their struggles are both heart-wrenching and inspiring. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into how their relationship evolved over the years and what secrets they kept hidden behind closed doors. The struggles behind closed doors. As much as their marriage was built on love, the challenges that Bogart and Bacall faced behind closed doors were anything but easy. One of the most significant struggles was the stark contrast in their personalities. Bacall, known for her extroverted and outspoken nature, was often the life of the party, while Bogart, with his stoic and introverted demeanor, preferred solitude and quiet reflection. This created tension within their relationship, particularly when the public scrutiny of their personal lives intensified. Bogart's tough guy persona on screen didn't always mesh with Bacall's fiery, passionate character off-screen, and this difference sometimes caused friction between them. In the early years of their marriage, Bacall had to deal with the immense pressures of being a rising star in Hollywood. With every new role, her popularity grew, and the demands on her time only increased. Bogart, though already an established actor, was not immune to struggles of his own. He faced a series of personal challenges that added to the emotional strain of their marriage. The couple often found themselves separated by the constant pressures of their careers, with Bogart spending long periods on film sets or battling his demons. This physical distance between them only deepened the emotional gap that was beginning to form. For Bacall, there was also the weight of her insecurities. She found it difficult to break free from the shadow of the femme fatale roles she was typecast in early on. While she wanted to prove herself as a versatile actress, the industry seemed to want to keep her in a particular mold, limiting her opportunities. Bacall struggled to find a balance between her ambitions and the pressures of living up to her public image. While Bogart supported her career, there were moments when his insecurities about her growing fame would surface. As Bacall's career skyrocketed, Bogart became increasingly concerned that she might outshine him, an anxiety that put even more strain on their already fragile relationship. At the same time, Bogart was battling his demons. As his career continued to soar, his health began to decline. In the early 1950s, Bogart was diagnosed with cancer, a devastating blow that he kept mostly private. The disease, which would ultimately claim his life in 1957, cast a dark shadow over their marriage. Bacall, ever the devoted wife, stood by his side through his most challenging moments. But the toll that Bogart's illness took on both of them was immense. The stress of caring for a sick partner, combined with the emotional weight of their unresolved issues, added a layer of complexity to their already strained relationship. The struggles they faced behind closed doors were never fully seen by the public, but they were very real. In many ways, the pressure of their careers, personal insecurities, and health battles created an emotional distance that neither of them could overcome. Yet, despite all of this, they continued to stand by each other through thick and thin. But how did they find the strength to keep going, even when the odds seemed stacked against them? Stick with us as we explore the ultimate turning point in their relationship and the lasting impact it had on both of their lives, their later years and struggles with fame. As their marriage continued into the 1950s, the couple experienced a shift in their public personas. Bacall was now a more established actress, having starred in major films such as The Big Sleep, 1946, and Key Largo, 1948. Bogart, on the other hand, was struggling with the physical effects of his declining health. He had undergone multiple surgeries and was often in and out of hospitals during his later years. This shift in dynamic brought about new challenges. Bacall found herself assuming more of the public role as their marriage began to be scrutinized more intensely. Her vulnerability in the face of Bogart's illness further strengthened her reputation as a compassionate and devoted wife, but it also placed a tremendous burden on her. Their personal lives, filled with struggles and heartache, continued to be overshadowed by their public personas. Despite these hardships, Bacall and Bogart managed to maintain a sense of loyalty and devotion to one another, though it was a devotion that was continually tested by the pressures of their careers, personal struggles, and the looming shadow of Bogart's terminal illness. A love that endured to the end. Though their struggles were undeniable, the love that Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall shared was equally undeniable. By the time of Bogart's death in 1957, the two had weathered many storms together, but Bacall had become his rock. Her unwavering support during his final years was a testament to the strength of their bond, despite the many obstacles they faced. After Bogart's death, Bacall was left to navigate the complexities of widowhood, her grief compounded by the loss of her beloved husband. She later remarried, but she always spoke of Bogart with immense respect and love, never forgetting the man who had been her partner through it all. In interviews and autobiographies, Bacall opened up about the highs and lows of their relationship, acknowledging the difficulties they faced, but also emphasizing the depth of their love for each other. If you found their journey as captivating as we did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more incredible stories from Hollywood's golden era. Who knows what surprising twists and turns we'll uncover next?